Hi guys, this is Kazuma Kuranagi. I am going to talk about leadership style in Saudi Arabia. The orientation of managers' leadership style in Saudi Arabia is significantly influenced by its Islamic culture and religion. According to Drummond, the leadership in Saudi Arabia is authoritative, but there's no guarantee that this perception is shared by managers' subordinates. Little delegation occurs, employees need guidance and clear instructions to carry out work. The employees prefer the supervision. Drummond also stated existing fail to allow for the possibility of variation in leadership styles between different organizations. So its management style shows that uncertainty avoidance, which is rule bound and risk and innovation averse. It also is more non-egalitarian than as seen in the US. Since managers decide everything, they feel confident about making decisions in response to organization problems. So its strong hierarchical is influenced throughout the country. Managers tend to be instructional in their approaches. It is important to the manager that his position is respected and subordinates may show extreme level of deference. According to World Business Culture, it is absolutely important to remember that this difference is probably not only being shown to the organizational positions of the boss, but also to his family status, class connections, and age. So the manager is expected to act standard figure to subordinates due to the culture's strong family structure. They believe that strong connection between employees and leaders are required to make good performances. And the emphasis is placed on power throughout social contacts and family influence. There seems to be thought of collectivism in organizations. Employees are expected to act paternalistic to the identifying group members and their own relatives. Therefore, the leadership style is meticulously connected to Saudi Arabian norms. Okay, so now compared to such a solid leadership in Saudi Arabia, the US has more freedom style of leadership. Its leadership style is directive, participative, empowering, charismatic, and a celebrity. Saudi Arabia is more focused on group performance. On the other hand, the US is into individual accomplishment. It sounds easy for leaders, managers, because they have less work than collectivism leaderships. And attributes include truthworthiness, motivational, and excellence oriented. However, the difference between culture impacts successful global leadership. For example, family control and religion are more common in Saudi Arabia. So in the United States, there are no barriers when it comes to it. Managers groom their successors from talented employees in the workforce instead. Therefore, the US leadership style urges employees to perform as good as they can individually. So right now I'm going to talk about Saudi Arabian leadership versus the United States leadership. For all of those analysis so far, and as you guys can see in the presentation, my third presentation, the difference of leadership style is apparent between Saudi Arabia and the United States. Saudi Arabia has similar aspects of leadership as Asian cultures, which is collectivism. And there is a big difference in employee empowerment between both countries. The American leadership style looks superficially better when thinking of a high performance. Yet, in a multinational corporation, Saudi Arabian way is more suitable. Corporations in the other countries take notices of this Saudi Arabian leadership style to reduce employees' performance. So right now, this world expects that there will be more multinational companies with this leadership style in 2030. Thank you.
Hi, I'm going to talk cultural values of Saudi Arabia. Cultural values are the core principles on which communities and societies coexist. The cultural values are divided into three main categories, which are customers, customs, which represent the traditions and the rituals of community, values, which represent the community's beliefs, culture, which is guiding principles of community. Saudi Arabia is a country in the Middle East that is occurred on strong cultural beliefs and practices. In its cultural value, the Saudi Arabia community is guided by Islamic teaching. Saudi Arabia people use the Quran as their constitution since they believe in everything that is outlined in the Islam holy book. The Sharia laws are strictly adhered to not only by the citizens but also by the government. Unlikely other Islamic states, Saudi Arabia has a strict adherence to ritual such as the separation of women and men in universities. Each gender has a specific university that they can attend to avoid mixing up the youth. Saudi Arabia culture requires women to wear abaya, which is long and covering dresses. People are required to attend the prayers, which takes place 5 times a day. Employers are required to release their employees to go and attend prayers. This is a compulsory requirement. Saudi Arabia Kingdom makes use of the Islamic calendar rather than the Gregorian calendar. In the Islamic calendar, the year begins after lunar month, which determined by appearance of crescent moon. The weekend for Saudi Arabia is usually on Thursday and Friday, since Friday is a day meant for weekly religious activities. When it comes to marriage activities, the Saudi Arabia youth are encouraged to marry their cousins of close relatives so that they can strengthen the family ties. According to the Islamic culture, Islam culture, men are allowed to polygamous and marry up to 4 wives. Also, Saudi Arabia culture does not allow any form of homosexuality. In Saudi Arabia, homosexuality is punishable by death according to the Sharia laws. Since the community is family-based, the values help Saudi Arabia people to live effectively and offer support to their close people. Hospitality also allows the Saudi people to welcome the foreigners to their country and peacefully coexist with them despite the differences. The people, including the government, are expected to follow everything that is stipulated in the Holy Book, Quran, and also act according to the way Prophet acted on various situations that they are faced with.
There is some challenge when it comes to political risk in Saudi Arabia. The first challenge is the Islamic culture. Islam is integral to the business and the lives of Saudi Arabian people, so in order to do business there, Americans have to get used to the different business culture. Even those who do not practice Islam have to follow these rules. This is, of course, different from the American value of separation of church and state. This may be a difficult adjustment for Americans to get used to. This is especially true for business women. Women will most likely have to follow strict dress codes in accordance to what is appropriate in the Islamic religion and the Saudi Arabian way of life. Another challenge of political risk is the different management style of Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, there is a high power distance, so the leaders make the decisions and the subordinates follow them without question. This may be a difficult challenge for American workers because we are used to a more collaborative decision making and tend to be more ambitious when it comes to business. Another difference in management style is face-to-face contact is so important in the culture of Saudi Arabia. Business is personal and a slow process. So, high pressure sales tactics will not be effective. Instead, business people will need to take things slow and develop personal relationships to those they are trying to do business with.
Assalamu alaikum guys, my name is Mohammed Al Boyanin and I'll be talking about Saudi Arabia's relationship with the United States. For starters, the United States and Saudi Arabia has at least 70 years worth of strong and long relationship where each country provide each other with the necessary materials in education, economical and military and oil. We provide each other with the necessary stuff each country would desire. The reason why the United States provides Saudi Arabia with military power is they want us to be the front center attack against terrorism in the Middle East. And the reason why Saudi Arabia have a good relation with the United States is because they want to be the next United States in the Middle East, where they want to be the center of all countries in the Middle East, especially with the new heir to the throne, Mohammed bin Salman. He wants to maintain this kind of relationship and have good relationship between these two countries, so we can develop and become like the United States, the center of the Middle East. Unfortunately, because of those kind of ideologies or those kind of plans, Qatar, Iran, and Turkey, they dislike these kind of ideology and they want to uh, make sure that these kind of plans doesn't happen. That's why we don't have good relationship with those three countries. On the other hand, United States is always listening to Saudi Arabia's request, and they're providing us or providing Saudi Arabia with the necessary materials to develop that kind of ideology, especially to the new heir to the throne, which is Mohammed bin Salman, uh, his vision to 2030, where he wants Saudi Arabia to be open and to be like the United States, good country with a good economy and good military power.